Hello all, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to see how to copy multiple files dynamically, right? Actually, like, we have one container. Under this container I have input folder, and in this input folder we have one folder that is multiple files. So under this file we have the three files: India sales, UK sales, and US sales. So we want to copy these all three files dynamically, right? How we can do that in Azure Data Factory? So I just created the folder under this pipeline. So let me create a one folder, new folder, and copy multiple files, multiple files. Okay. And here what I can do, so this is the folder. Under this folder we can create a new pipeline, and that pipeline we can give the copy multiple files, copy multiple files, right? Now what I can do, firstly we can create a, we can use the get metadata activity by using that metadata activity for the all these multiple files. So let me add get metadata. So actually get metadata activity we use to get the metadata information about the particular folder or particular files, right? So here I can create, go to the here, like in general section we can give the file name and all the things, like activity name and all the things. But in setting we can go here, we can create a new data set under this data set. So again, like I can just cancel it. So in this data set I can create a one folder and copy multiple file data set. Okay, so I given the file folder name. Under this folder, okay, I can create a Azure blob storage, continue. Then our file format is CSV. Then here copy multiple file dataset. Okay, link service already I created. So basically link services is the that store the connection information. So under this file path I can just click on the browse. So as I mentioned previously, our main container name is container. Under this container we have the input folder and we have the multiple files folder, right? Now click OK. So we have pointed to the multiple files, so that's why I select the schema is none, right? And now if I run this pipeline, you can see the, okay, so here we just forget to, after this get metadata, we need to select the under this field list child items, because this child item basically we will get the each child name, that like child item is file name. So we get the India sales, UK sales, right? So after this, when we run this pipeline, we get the array of child items basically. So it is in progress. Let's refresh. So it's succeeded. Now if you see, we got the array, right? Under this array, if you see one, we have the again one dictionary, like their name and file name and type. Again we have the dictionary, like where we have the name and type as the key, right? So what I can do, we want to go to the each file row by row. Like firstly we will go to the India sales, then UK sales and US sales. So for that I use the for each activity. So basically for which, by using for which, we can go each file. Now just click on this one. Here we can keep name as it is for each one. Go to the settings. So we want to go to the sequentially, and here after the sequential items, so how we want to go to the items, so we want to go to the, that we already selected, we want to go each item, child item, one by one in sequential order. So when I select this one, at the rate activity get metadata one and activity dot child items, so we got this one, right? So it will go to the each child items, India sales, UK. So this is the child items, right? And now if I run this code, okay, so here they're mentioning in for each it is must compulsory we need to give the one activity, right? So we want to use the copy data activity. So when I double click on this one and copy again, here we can select the copy field data set, right? And here in dataset what we can do, go to the dataset, open, and this one we can create a parameter in dataset because we want to go to the dynamically. So here I can make as a file name and because it is so now connection. So if we click on this connection, and here this is our parameter we selected. So this one is the dynamically, like we created the parameter, and this file name we are given the value as a dataset dot file name, right? And if I come to the main our copy activity, so here this parameter will appear. Under this parameter what we want to go to the each for each item, like child item, right? So current item is showing, and here this one after this item we have the key value pair name and value, right? Name and value, so we want to go to the select the name, right? And we need to give to the sync operation. So sync again what I can do, I can create Azure blob storage, continue CSV, okay, link services ADRS we selected already, and here now container name, and here we can make as a can give the container and multiple files copy. I can make as a file name. Because I just create a new folder multiple file copy, right? So it will copy and select none, click OK, right? And the sync operation mapping is good, setting is good, user properties. And now if I run this code, get well no value provided for the parameter file name, okay, get metadata activity. Now it's showing here, let me just copy this one. Let's see here what we have done. You can just see the previous one. Let me close this one multiple file, and let's see here if I go here metadata and file name, how it is showing. Dataset, copy file dataset, challenge, debug. Actually here I think here we selected the same copy file. Let me select here, let's see which. Okay, so actually we need to create a new data set. We created the same data set, right? So I can remove this one and I can create a new one. And Azure blob storage, okay, CSV, continue, and here ADLS, and here I can make as a data set, copy multiple file output dataset. And now if I select this one container, okay, and here we can make as a output multiple file, okay, and here I can select the none. Now we go to this data set, and here I can create a parameter, that is file name. And if I connection, so we want parameter, this one is the dynamic, right? Again, if I come to the copy data set, copy multiple files, if I go here under this activity, under this file name, we want each for each item and dot name. We previously saw we had a two values, like two name and value, name and type, sorry. And now if I run this code, why it's showing again and again like we are not provided. Copy file it set it. For each activity we created a new item, right? Let me refresh the code. Okay, here copy field data set, we can browse this one. Okay, we created the parameter. Why we created the parameter here? Okay, now let me remove this one, cancel this one. Under this copy field data set we don't have, and let's close this one. Copy the field not sure, if you continue your fields will lost. And now if I try to run this code, I don't want to, okay, copy this one, copy file description. Let me copy field data set, parameter not found. Here we already want to delete this one. Okay, now if I try to run this code, it is in queued, so wait for some time. So let's refresh it. So get metadata is succeeded, then for each is in progress, and copy data is in queued status, right? So if I go to our container, I just want to show previously what happened. For the get metadata activity and copy, we use the same data set, so that's why it asks the parameter for the get metadata activity. What it say, let me, we got the error, use error code blob storage Microsoft. Okay, so let's see what error we got after succeeded. If I go to this one and go activities setting one, so here child item is correct. Cancel, let me, for the for each we got this one, activity get metadata one, I got child item. Okay, cancel. Under this copy data activity got item dot name, and if I go to the copy multiple file dataset, open, this is here we created the parameter file name connection dataset file name output multiple. Under this output multiple, this one is correct. And if I copy dataset item dot name, let's see what error we got, what it's saying. So we got three errors. So basically, let's see, under this container input folder multiple files, under this let's see, go to the once again the copy data activity dataset. So under this copy one, source sync. Okay, sync date. So here we are not given the source. So actually, okay, we want to go to the sync, and here we need to create a new. So actually we are not given the sync, so that's why it happened. CSV, then link sync data set we can give, and here ADLS chain to container input multiple file, let me container, and here okay, sync, sorry, sync output, here none. Okay, let me go to the copy dot item, and here if I open this one file name, okay, it is correct. Why it is actually we need to give the correct file name, we just forgot here output input and multiple files, actually that's why it giving error also. Now click OK, now it is correct, right? And now if I go here and try to run this debug the code, so wait for some more time, and then let's see the refresh the pipeline, and let's see the succeeded. You want to run the whole pipeline, it got only, okay, it's in queued. Now I think it time it worked, because previously what happened, under the source we provided the, when copy the data, right, we provided the sync folder, so that's why we got the error. So now let's see, refresh once again. So now probably we got the, if I refresh this one, if I go to the container, let's see, under this container it is succeed. Two files we have copied, under this one multiple files in the container. Let's see, if you see, we got this folder and we got three activities. Now if you see under this sync output, we got all three files. So if I just want to revise, firstly we just pointed this get metadata activity to the copy field, and there we just pointed this folder to the this folder under this container input multiple files. So firstly we get all the child items, so we pointed get meta to the this multiple files folder, and then they mentioned we want child items, right, these child items. And what are the child items are, we use that in the for each, we want to go to the this each child items by sequential one by one, and whatever the output we got for the from for each activity, we pass that each child item to the copy data activity, right? And that one we pass dynamically. If I go to the data set, here if you see, we created this under this data set one parameter, and this connection, this is the main folder, then this under multiple files we given the dataset dot file name, and whatever this file name, that parameter here we pass, we mention that what are the each item from the for each dot name, so that one we have used, so that's why it become the dynamic. So that's all about the how to copy multiple files dynamically in Azure Data Factory. If you have any question, any doubt, please write down in comment, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.